Humans have been eating fungi from the earliest times. The mushroom is among the edible fungi. Mushrooms come in all shapes and sizes, from small to giant-sized. The edible mushroom varieties Agaricus bisporus and Agaricus bitorquis were cultivated as early as the 17th century. Today, the mushroom is a popular culinary product all over the world. Fresh, but also as a preserved or frozen product. Traditionally, mushrooms are often eaten as an accompaniment to meat, a soup ingredient, in a ragu or sauce, or as a vegetable side dish. Mushrooms have been gaining in popularity in recent years as a meat substitute, a sandwich filling, and in salads.
Mushrooms and edible fungi are highly versatile ingredients with myriad uses in both the professional and the domestic kitchen. They provide added value because they can be used in all sorts of dishes. They make a great partner for fish, meat and vegetarian dishes and offer an ideal blank canvas for creativity. They are healthy and that makes mushrooms versatile. When buying mushrooms, freshness is vital, of course. That is what I pay particular attention to. The storage life is also very important. Obviously, we source our produce fresh from the market. We are supplied with mushrooms on a daily basis, so we always have attractive, premium quality produce in the kitchen. De Zilveren Champignon is one of the most prestigious culinary competitions in the Netherlands. It is intended for the top of the gastronomic segment. The competition has already been contested for 24 years, and mushrooms have to play a dominant role. The contestants show an enormous variety in their dishes. Younger contestants can use the competition as an indication of where their strengths lie and what they have to offer, which all makes the Zilveren Champignon Award a unique and exciting event.
Research in 17 countries has shown that fresh mushrooms have become an indispensable part of the diet of many consumers. The leading buyers of fresh white button mushrooms are Polish consumers, 90% of whom bought mushrooms during the past 12 months. Denmark and the United Kingdom follow with respectively 83 and 78%. Spain and Russia trail behind with respectively 42 and 32%. Canned and bottled mushrooms are mainly popular in France, Germany and Sweden. In these countries, respectively 65, 64 and 60% of consumers bought mushroom preserves during the past 12 months. Only 23% of Dutch consumers and 12% of consumers in the United Kingdom bought mushroom preserves. These countries have a strong preference for fresh mushrooms. Mushrooms are most commonly eaten at lunch and dinner. This applies to all the countries studied, with the exceptions of the United Kingdom, the United States and Poland, where mushrooms are also often eaten at breakfast. Today, the largest consumers of mushrooms in the world are the United States and Australia. On average, Americans and Australians eat 3 kilograms of mushrooms per head per year. In Europe, consumption varies considerably per country. In Western Europe, the average is 3 kilograms, and in Eastern Europe, 1 kilogram per person per year. The Netherlands plays a significant role as a producer and exporter of mushrooms. In fact, together with Poland, the Netherlands accounts for half of European mushroom production. However, the Netherlands has a clear advantage over the Polish competition. The high level of certification of Dutch mushroom growers is proof of this. This prominent position of the Netherlands is mainly thanks to socially responsible business practices, to innovation, and to efficient logistical planning. Socially responsible business practices are considered to be of paramount importance by the Dutch mushroom sector. This starts right from the production of the compost, which in some countries is still partially produced in the open air. This causes high levels of odour nuisance and environmental pollution caused by ammonia emissions. Outdoor composting also increases the disease pressure, so that more pesticides are required to cultivate the mushrooms. In the Netherlands, compost production for mushroom cultivation had already been moved entirely indoors by the middle of the 90s. Ammonia and odour are captured in well-equipped buildings. The controlled conditions make it possible to produce healthy, high-grade compost of a consistent quality. This has led to a drastic reduction in the use of pesticides per 100 square metres in the past years.
Here in the Netherlands, we have good, tightly sealed buildings. It's virtually impossible for flies and midges to penetrate from the outside, so there are hardly any pests and diseases that can occur later on during the cultivation cycle. We also use fly lamps and sticky traps on the ceiling, so we can see if anything is flying or crawling around in the growing room. We also switched from 3 to 2 flushes, so we could work to a shorter schedule. This reduces the disease pressure, because the further along you are in the cultivation cycle, the higher the risk of diseases. Thanks to this and other developments, pesticide use has decreased drastically in recent years. For tracking and tracing purposes, we label the punnets. The label states our grower's code, a unique number that refers to us, as well as listing the date, the weight and the grades. The trader's number is also shown, so if anything is wrong with the mushrooms, the consumer can see where it comes from. This system allows traders to inform growers about any abnormalities or foreign bodies in the produce. Each day, we note down if all the knives and all picking equipment have been replaced where they belong. A mislaid knife may end up amongst the mushrooms, in the waste bucket, or stuck somewhere in the bed. Every evening, all the pickers have to put back all the knives and trays neatly in their place. This is registered by the person responsible for that week.
Alongside socially responsible business practices, a high level of innovation has ensured the Netherlands a leading position in the international mushroom market, both with regard to the product itself and the production process. For example, the Netherlands still has a unique position in Europe with its tracking and tracing technology, designed to meet the ever-increasing demands on product source and safety. By using various quality systems, mushrooms can now be accurately traced right back to the mushroom bed. Should a calamity occur, then a precise trace can be made of where in the process things went wrong. Reliability is of the utmost importance. Product innovation and product line expansion are particularly visible in the preserving industry, which is focusing more and more on new forms of packaging, such as chilled products. Increasing numbers of producers are also shifting from glass containers to more flexible packaging to save on transport costs. Innovations can also be seen in convenience products to meet the consumer demand for ease of use. Examples are the Champi barbecue and Champi cuisine. Fresh mushrooms presented with mixed herbs in various flavours and stuffed or breadcrumbed mushrooms. Finally, the Dutch mushroom sector scores high on logistical planning. Logistics are so efficiently organised that flexibility and speed can be assured at competitive costs. trading houses allow for speedy delivery of large orders all year round. Our vehicles arrive at their destinations in no time. Most importantly, the products arrive at their destination fresh. To stimulate the rise of the mushroom market, an extensive European consumer campaign is being planned in various countries. This campaign will highlight the many advantages of the mushroom: healthy, delicious and responsibly produced. However, many consumers are already aware of the advantages of the mushroom.
At home, we often use mushrooms. The mushroom is a typical example of a healthy and delicious product, and particularly because we want to live more consciously and more healthily, mushrooms make a perfect ingredient in our daily diet. The versatility is unlimited. Use them as appetizers, as a main course. I adore pork tenderloin with creamy mushroom sauce. I even use mushrooms as a tasty snack at parties. Mushrooms are an indispensable part of our daily menu. I'm really pleased to see more and more varieties appearing on the market. This creates even more possibilities to ring the changes. I particularly like the oyster mushrooms in this package with their tasty, meaty structure.